What is up, YouTube? This is Chris, I'm Professional Dad, and I'm back with another knife video. I've got another unboxing for everybody. I am stoked. Well, actually, this is more for me than anybody. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I keep sounding like I'm daggone Pat Sajak. Tune in to my show tonight at 7 o'clock. No, thank you for everybody that's, stopping in and checking out my video. I'm excited to open this up. I've got some really good knives in here, and I cannot wait to get into them and share them with you guys. I want to welcome everybody that's stopping by to my channel for the very first time. Welcome. Excited to have you guys. I'm really stoked for everybody that stops by and checks out my channel. I appreciate it more than you know. If you're looking for some really good knife knowledge, if you are looking for good resources or good recommendations for knives, don't just check out my channel, check out the comment section, because the comment section is full of incredibly knowledgeable people that has taught me just as much in just a month and a half as I've learned in the last 2 years of collecting knives and studying what I have. So I want to welcome everybody. Thank you for everybody that's been around for a while. I appreciate you guys. I want to tell everybody again about my contest. January 3rd, 2025. It's getting closer every day, people. Every single day, and I know a lot of people are leaving comments about how much that budget will do for them. Listen, I wish I could do it for everybody. I really do. But one person on January 3rd, 2025 is getting a $200 budget to Blade HQ. Everything, every dime at $200 is paid for by me. I'm going to have it shipped to their door. All you have to do to be in that contest is to like any of my videos. I don't care which one. Leave a knife-related comment on any one of my videos. I don't care which one. And of course, subscribe to my channel. If you do those three things, you're entered into the contest, and it very well may be you that gets that $200 budget. And once again, just so everybody knows, you don't have to spend that $200 on any one thing. You can spend it on anything that you want, any way that you want. If it's on Blade HQ's website and it's under $200, you get it, and make sure that you spend every single dime. All right. So I'm really excited to open this box up. Just got it in today. They shipped it to the wrong door. Again, they keep FedEx and UPS is the worst. Actually, UPS is really good about getting it to the right door. But in the area that I live, if they follow MapQuest, it takes them up a back street. And FedEx is the worst. I'm always getting packages left at neighbors' houses and stuff. And UPS did it today. I got an email saying it was delivered, and I looked and it wasn't. And I ran through the neighborhood checking different houses. And finally, I came across the doorstep, and I ran up, and there it was. And so I'm excited. I got this thing, and I'm really stoked about it. Now, I'm going to open up this box with a knife, and I wanted to go a little different than I normally do. I wanted to keep it light and fun, so I brought out the Boker Desert Warrior Kalashnikov in the Desert Warrior camo with the Tonto tip blade and the D2 steel. This sucker is cute. Now, when I got this, I actually got this for my boy. He saw it. He's like, Dad, I want a donut knife. I want a donut knife. So I got it for him. Then his mom saw it, and she wanted one. So I had to get one for her. Then my daughter, I had to get one for her. And then, of course, I had to get one for my own collection. So I bought several of these daggone things. They're really cool knives. I recommend these a lot. Now, if you are into automatics and you cannot afford one of the high-end automatics like the Protex or the Microtex or the Kershaw launches or anything like that, Boker is a very well-known and trusted name in the realm of automatics. The Kalashnikov is a staple in the world of automatics. It's snappy, it's got good action, it's reliable, it's well made. Boker's a good brand. They come in anywhere from $50, some are even a little bit less than that. You can get them all the way up to $100, $150, depending on what materials you want on them. But I highly recommend the Boker Kalashnikov. They're a great one. If you are somebody that collects automatics and you do not have a Kalashnikov, you need to remedy that issue. Now, I'm not saying you need to get one in the Desert Warrior camo. They've got a lot of different camos, and they got some really nice ones. But this is the Desert Warrior camo Kalashnikov Boker, and I like it a lot. So I'm going to do this with some style. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. I'm excited about these knives. Can't remember if there's 4 or 5 in here. I think there's 4. this knife is not very sharp. Daggone, this box is thick. It's not really sharp, to be perfectly honest, but it's not really for that. I mean, it's sharp, it's got a good edge, but you know, I'm not going to be carrying this thing around, so I'm not going to worry about sharpening this like I would most of my edges. If I noticed that any other knife was that, you know, struggled that much going through a box, I'm immediately fixing that issue. But where this is just a looker, it's not really to be carried around for me. Now, some people would. I'm not going to worry about that. All right, so packing peanuts. Now, if you notice, there was no packing peanuts in the other boxes because this is not from Blade HQ. This actually is a box that I got from Blue Ridge. Now, I'm always transparent with you guys, and I will be honest with you guys about something. It's a little unfair for me to show some knives because where I told you guys that I used to own a store called the Prep Shack with my buddy. We actually had a tax ID number, and we was dealers for Blue Ridge. It's the largest online retailer of knives and stuff in the world. So I can go on there and get knives that I would get at Blue Ridge or Knife Center for considerably more, and I get them for a lot less, just to be honest. I normally don't do that. I would only order them whenever we was ordering stuff for the actual store, but I was on there looking at some other stuff and I saw a few knives and I went ahead and snatched them up. So here we go. All right, let's pull this first one out. All right, we're gonna go with this one first. All right, it's the MKM. Now, MKM is an Italian brand. They are awesome. I've shown you all my MKM Hero, a few other MKMs and stuff. Now, this is the Bob Terzola TPF. It stands for Terzola Personal. I can't remember what that F is for. Fact check me in the comments, or I will look it up in a minute. But this is a great little fixed blade. Boy, this is nice too. This is really nice. Now it's small. It's a smaller fixed blade. I think it's only 7.28 inches long. The blade itself is 3.27 inches and is 3.4 ounces. Now here's the thing. It's got G10 handles and MagnaCut blade. So this is MagnaCut steel. It is nice. Now the top is, now the spine of the knife has got a swedge, so it's not crowned on top, but the part over the scales and stuff is crowned. Man, there's jimping all over this thing. Look at all this jimping. There's jimping here, jimping on the bottom all the way across there. Now it's a little small, but it fits good in my hand. I mean, it's a good foregrip. The jimping is it actually, to be perfectly honest, it looks really aggressive, but it's not. It's kind of deceptive a little bit. I mean, you can feel it a lot more than I can those micro jimpings on a lot of the knives that I've been getting. So it's definitely more aggressive than that, but it's still a little bit to be desired for my taste. Some people are going to love this. This is going to be perfect jimping for some people because it's right there in the middle of that micro jimping and aggressive jimping like I like. So for some people, a lot of people actually, that's going to be really perfect jimping. It's got a great swedge. Now this is called bayonet style. So it's very pokey. Now this is an EDC knife, but it leans heavy towards self-defense and tactical. 100%. He actually, Bob Terzola, makes a lot of tactical and self-defense knives and blades. And this is a knife for EDC use, but its main leaning is towards the tactical and self-defense realm. And it looks the part. Now, again, let me see. Very sharp, very, very sharp. Let me see. I usually don't do this in the videos. I usually don't cut paper. Oh yeah, that's sharp. It's very sharp. It's got a good edge on it, razor's edge. Now the swedge isn't sharpened, but you could sharpen that if you wanted. I would not do that on this knife. Now, I can tell it's not rounded. The handle here is not rounded, but I could tell that that is one where it's so small for a big hand like mine, that's going to roll a little bit in my hands. So I can tell that. I have to really get it right in my knuckles to lock it in. And if I do that, then it kind of throws my grip off a little bit. But other than that, if I don't, I can tell that it's going to roll around in my hand a little bit. So that's a little different, but I mean, I can manage. This is an extremely nice knife. I mean, it feels quality. Now, it's bead blasted hardware, and it's got blue anodized titanium, what's it called? Screw collars. The screw collars are blue anodized titanium, and the hardware is bead blasted. So it all the way around is really nice. Yeah. Now it comes with a leather sheath, a pocket sheath. Now you can wear this on your belt, or you can carry it in your pocket. Now here's the great thing about this. All right, here's the great thing about this sheath. This is one of these sheaths that have the magnet. Man, look at that sheath. That is quality stitching. Now this is made in Italy. This is an MKM knife. If you guys know, MKM is an Italian maker. And the Italian, I say it all the time on this channel, the Italian knives are awesome. Their quality is great. And this, you can put it in your pocket, and you literally slide it down in your pocket and then take this over the outside of the pocket and close that down, and it will hold that in your pocket. Or take it and do the same thing over your belt. Now, I would not trust this on a belt just because it's a magnet, and I just wouldn't trust that it wouldn't pop open and then slide down out from under your belt or something when you're not paying attention or something. But for your pocket, that would be great. Yeah, that's, I mean, this is an exceptional sheath. The sheath is as nice as the daggone knife. Now, this thing comes in at $181.90, and I want to tell you guys something, and I'm going to be getting one really soon. If you like this style, not everybody can afford $181.90 for a knife like this. But I tell you a really good alternative right now that's on the market. Really good alternative. Now, it's not in Magna Cut steel, it's in Nitro V. But Civivi has the Storm Ridge. Now you can look it up. Now they have a tassel that hangs from it, and instead of it being a leather sheath, it's Kydex, which you can actually get a Kydex sheath for this. They do sell a Kydex sheath for this. MKM does, but it's, you know, they don't sell them together. You have to buy it aftermarket. But the Civivi Storm Ridge, if you look it up, now it has a tassel that comes down off of it like some of the Civivi fixed blades are doing right now. I don't really like that stuff, but you can take that off. And it doesn't look just like this, but it is a bayonet style fixed blade that is for EDC, but it has a very tactical self-defense look to it. And you can get those right now on Blade HQ for $89.95. So if you like this knife, if you like this style, but you do not want to spend, or you can't spend $181.90, then I highly recommend checking out the Civivi Storm Ridge. They've got 3 different colors in the Storm Ridge: green, brown, and or tannish brown. It's like a peanut butter brown, and black for the handles. You can get the blade in satin, or you can get black coated blade, either one, but they're really nice looking. I'm going to be getting one really soon, but that would be a great alternative to this knife. But if you do, man, that magnet is so strong, it just grabs that knife and holds on to it. But if you do, this is a nice knife. I'm telling you, I'm really impressed with this. I like it a lot. Now, it comes with a little tool here so that you can take the scales off and stuff and switch those out. I'm sure that they sell a lot of aftermarket scales for that. But that is the MKM TPF. They're Bob Terzola Tactical Personal something. I can't remember what the F is for. But that is a great knife, and just remember, Civivi Storm Ridge is a good alternative. It's actually a little bit bigger than this, but if you like that style, that knife would work for you if you're on a different budget. Let's go with the next. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do this one. Okay, now we always talk about Kaiser. How great Kaiser is lately. Kaiser's knocking it out of the ballpark. They've got some really good models right now. Their fit and finish is exceptional. Their budgets all the way up to their premiums are all really good quality knives right now. I have not come across a Kaiser lately that I have not liked. The Assassin, forget about it. That thing is great. At the price that it's coming in at, that button lock Assassin, I mean, I love that thing. Now this, I'm excited about this one. My kids saw this, and boy, they wanted it. Now, they're gamers. Now, if you guys know anything about Civivi, this is the Cormorant. And if you are a gamer, then you are going to like this knife. And you might already know what this knife is. Now, in the Civivi, it comes with a cloth and stuff in the book, of course. Typical stuff that comes with all your Civivi, or I said Civivi, listen to me. Kaiser. It's typical that comes with Kaiser. Now, before I take this Cormorant out, it comes with hardware here. Nice little pouch. Oh, yes, this is nice. This is the Kaiser Cormorant. It's got a plunge lock. And it looks like a controller, a gaming controller. Now, plunge lock, but it's a button lock. They call it a plunge lock, but it's a button lock. It's a clip point blade. Man, this is nice. Wow, this is so nice. Civivi, I said Civivi again. I was saying Civivi for that Storm Ridge, and I can't get them out of my head. Kaiser, doing it again. I mean, Kaiser is doing it again. This is so nice. It's got black and white G10 handles. It's got steel liners, but the liners are inset in the scales, so you actually don't see the liners on top. Like you do some liners, you'll actually see them going there. These are actually, the scales are milled out, so the liners are laid inside of that. But they do have steel liners. It's got a deep carry pocket clip that is adjustable for right or left-handed. It's tip-up carry only. The screws are inset, so they're not going to snag on your hem of your pockets. You know, I always talk about that. This is a button lock, or like I said, Kaiser calls it a plunge lock. Now, it does have the ability to be a front flipper. I can't do it. But the big thing is it's got a thumb. I'm just a bad flipper, guys. I've told you guys this a million times. I just can't do it. Yeah, I'm horrible. But you can flip it that way, or you can just use the button lock. You can do it that way. It's got the thumb thing, and it can be used as a front flipper right there. So it's got several different ways of flipping it. Now this has got an S35 VN blade. There we go. Look at that grind. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that is nice. Now, it's a hollow grind, and it's a clip point blade. So this is going to be a slicer. I mean, it's going to be a slicer. Now, the geometry of the knife so much not going to be great for like slicing, you know, vegetables and stuff like that, you know, just because the geometry is off. But it is going to be a good slicer. I mean, it's razor blade sharp. I mean, razor blade sharp. Razor blade sharp. So it's got a bearing pivot, steel liners, G10, S35EN. All right, 7.37 inches overall with a 3.25 inch blade, and it's 3.6 ounces. 3.06 ounces. So just over 3 ounces. 3.6 is different than 3.06. So I apologize. It's 3.06. So it's got a little bit of weight to it. I really like it. The jimping is on top of this little ridge right here. I mean, this is a nice knife. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is a great knife right there, guys. Again, Kaiser knocking it out of the park. Every knife that they're coming out with these days is just better and better. I really like them. I do like the fact that this is in S35VN. Now, they normally come in, a lot of the Kaisers are in 154. And there's nothing wrong with 154. That's a great steel, great stainless steel. But obviously, it's not S35VN. So this is S35VN. Now, you can get this right now for $109. Now, you can get the Cormorants for less. You don't have to get it with the S35VN and stuff like that. And you also don't have to get the game edition with the looking like a controller and stuff. So this is a very, very nice knife. My kids are going to love this. The action is phenomenal. It feels good in the hands. Again, deep carry pocket clip, and it just looks great. I mean, this would be a great gift right here. You've got somebody, a son or a brother or a cousin or somebody that you work with or just a good friend that is a really big gamer and they carry like a knife. They're not really big knife people, but maybe they are, either way, but they are a gamer. And you would like to get them something that's just different, you know, right here. Right here. This is a great gift for them. That's awesome. All right, so let's look at the next one. The next one is this. The next one is Spyderco. And boy, I've been waiting on this one. This is, and of course, we get the Spyderco sticker. I love my stickers. I haven't got my board yet for back here where I'm going to put all those stickers up, and I'm going to do that. This is the Manix 2 XL. Look at that. Look at that beast of a knife. Oh my gosh. Shut the front door. Oh my gosh, I love this knife. Okay, guys, I apologize. I'm about to be interrupted. They're about to walk in. They're wanting school book fair money. This is a phenomenal knife. Phenomenal knife. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so this is Manix 2 XL. This is in S30V. Wow. G10 handles, steel liners, great jimping on the blade. Typical of the Spyderco 4-position pocket clip. Now this has got Spyderco's version of the axis lock, crossbar lock. Typical Spyderco spider hole, thumb hole. It's a little tight, so need to adjust that a little bit. I mean, this thing is massive. I can't believe how big this is. This is the Manix 2 XL. Now, here's the deal. And I'm going to say this, and this might be a controversial statement, but across the board, it's probably really true. And a lot of people are going to disagree, but a lot of people are going to agree. The Manix 2, not the Manix 2 XL, but the Manix 2 right now is one of the best all-around EDC pocket knives on the market, no question. They are one of the, I would say if you put 5 knives on a list and you ask 100 hardcore knife people, what are the 5 best EDC knives all the way around right now on the market, the Manix 2 is going to be in the majority of those people's list. Somewhere on that list of 5, the Manix 2 is going to be there. The Manix 2 is a phenomenal knife. Now, let me pull this up really quick. The Manix 2 XL and S30V. Let me see here. That would be this one right here. Yep, that's this one right here. Okay, so let's see the stats on this. The stats on this is 8.94 inches overall, 3.87 inches on the blade alone. This has got a cutting edge of 3.36 inches. Wow. It is 5.2 ounces. Now, of course, this is a USA made. It's in Golden, Colorado. It's an S30V, which is a really, really good steel. It's a good steel. I mean, it's not Magna Cut or S90V or anything like that, but S30V is a really good steel. And of course, it's 4 positions, so you can go tip up, tip down, whatever you want, left-handed, right-handed, whatever. That's what, Spyderco does. Actually, no, you can't on this one. I apologize. See, I'm not paying attention. I got ahead of myself. This is not one of Spyderco's knives where you can do the 4 position. This is only 2 position. You can do left-handed or right-handed tip up carry only. So I apologize for that, guys. I got ahead of myself. This thing is nice. Yeah, this is just insane. I mean, this is insane. Now, what is it got this price right now coming in at? Because I did pay less than this. Just being honest, so I don't know what it's retailing for right now on Blade HQ. This is $205.50. So I mean, this is, now you can get a Manix 2 for $150, all day long. That if you don't need the XL, but you guys know me, you've watched my videos, I like the large knives, the big, heavy, bulky knives. That's my style. It doesn't have to be your style. I appreciate that everybody likes different things. So you might like the smaller Manix, and you can get that for around $150. You're still going to get the quality steel. I know they're doing a lot of the Manixes right now in SP27, SPY27, and different ones. So you can get it in a ton of different variations. But this is the Manix 2 XL, and it is awesome. Now, I've got a Paramilitary 2 here to show you a comparison in size. And the Paramilitary 2 is no small knife. Look at that. I mean, that is, wow. And the Paramilitary 2 is a big knife. It's a good sized knife. Now, I do like the compression lock better on the Spydercos. I'm not going to lie. I do not like this very much. It having the this access lock, or whatever they're calling their access lock. I do not like that very much. But it is a great knife, and it's a great lock, obviously, because of Spyderco. But guys, that is the Manix 2 XL. It is amazing. I love this knife. It is very heavy. It is very sturdy, very solid. Look at the blade, though. Holy smokes. I mean, you could use this as a chef's knife. Just a great knife. I'm really, really stoked with this. This is definitely the winner of the night so far. Out of the 3 that I've opened, this is the winner. But this last one is going to give it a run for its money, and I am excited about this knife. Oh, it is so heavy. This is Artisan Cutlery, guys. Artisan Cutlery. Now, if you guys know anything about Artisan Cutlery, they've got some great budget models, and they've also got some really nice premium models. Now, that comes in a tin, so that's going to explain some of the weight. It comes in a pouch, so that's going to explain some of the weight. It comes with a microfiber cloth. It comes with a Artisan Cutlery business card. No stickers, unfortunately. I want stickers. Daggone it. No stickers in this. But that's a nice pouch. I really like that. Nice pouch. That's a nice tin, too. It's a high quality tin. Okay. Wow. Wow. Look at this. This is the Apache. Look at this knife. Get out of town. Holy smokes. Sweet baby Jesus, this is a nice knife. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. Now, I will say, they sent me the wrong one. I wanted the blue. They sent me the purple. But it is what it is. I'll take it. It's a milled pocket clip. You've got a, they used to be called skull crushers on the end of knives. Now they are called window breakers with a hole so you can put a lanyard through that. It is a frame lock. This is, let me see if they've got the purple one here. So that would be this one right here. Now I do think this is my little ones. Nope, it is not either. I apologize, guys, for getting distracted. I'm expecting them at any time so I can give them money for the book fair. All right, this is the Apache. Let me pull up some stats here on this thing. This is 8.75 inches overall in length. This is 3.5 inch blade with 3.25 inch cutting length. It's Bowler M390. I don't like this. It's 5860 RC on the Rockwell chart, so that's a little soft. It's a Warncliffe style blade. It has carbon fiber inlays with titanium frame lock. It's 5.86 ounces. It is a reversible milled pocket clip, so you can go left-handed or right-handed, and it's tip up only. Now, where is this thing made? This is made in China. So it's got a blood groove in it, or some knives, they've always called these blood grooves, but I don't know what they're calling them these days. But wow. Look at that. Look at the spacer there. I mean, that's just beautiful. Artisan Cutlery. Boy, Artisan Cutlery, man, their budget knives I'm not really a big fan of, but when you get their higher end knives, their premium knives, man, they are good. Artisan Cutlery is this thing. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm not a fan of the action. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's very catchy, very, very catchy. Now, if anybody in the, I mean, do you hear that? I mean, it's catching. It literally is catching several different places. All the way down, I can feel it grinding and gritting. All the way down, you can feel it. Just click, 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 all the way down. Or just catch, 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 whatever. It's not smooth at all. Like, literally, it's vibrating in my hand as I roll that down. Yep. The action is not good. Now, that time it did work a little bit opening up, but yeah. So if anybody in the comment section knows how to fix that, please tell me, because you guys know I've told you I don't work on knives. I don't do that. I'm just not that guy. I'm too afraid of messing them up. I've messed up an expensive knife once before, and ever since then I'm too afraid to do it. Now, I love the look of this knife. I love the feel of this knife. It's big, it's heavy. There's no jimping on the back, but the blade stock is really thick, so it's heavy. It feels good in the hand. It's beautiful to look at. I don't like the fact that they sent me the wrong color, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, this is coming in right now on Blade HQ right now for $224.99. So this is not a cheap knife, and I'm going to tell you, to be perfectly honest, I was really, really stoked, regardless of the color. I was really, really stoked about this knife just by the look of it, the feel of it, and the weight of it, until I started paying attention to the action. It is so catchy and rough on that close that almost to the point to where maybe they made it that way, because that is so bad. That's probably the worst action I've seen in a long time. Yeah, that's bad. I love the knife. Don't get me wrong. The knife is awesome, but the action is just not good. I'm sure that can be fixed. I'm sure it can be fixed. I'm sure there's just something to it. Maybe loosen it up or something. If you do know in the comments, please tell me. Bowler M390, I don't like the fact that it's the 58 to 60 on the Rockwell chart. Everything I've been reading and hearing from people is that 58 is pretty soft. So you want, especially, you know, that M390. You know, somebody told me that Microtech does their Bowler M390 in that 58 to 60 Rockwell chart. So, and it's always really soft. So, you know, and this is Bowler M390 in 58. So, is this going to be really soft as well? I don't know. I just want to be blunt and honest and stuff, and I'm just giving you the full spectrum of the knife and the overall what my thought process is on that. So I like the carbon fiber inlays. I love the look of the knife. I would rather it be blue than purple, but I ain't gonna lie, that purple does pop really good with that black carbon fiber. The shape of the blade, I love. The weight, I love the overall packaging. Now there's something to be said for that. Now I know when we buy these knives, we are not buying them for the container that they come in. I would love this knife just as much and think it was worth just as much whether it just came in this or just a plain box like the Spyderco. But the fact that they have this overall packaging and everything and the tin and the pouch, I like that. I like that, just that presentation. There's something to be said for that. It's that next level. It's that elegance. It's that quality. It's what you expect when you start paying those next level prices for these knives. So I appreciate that. Just a rundown, just basically the action I do not like at all. The action is terrible, 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 terrible. Other than that, I mean, and I don't like the fact that it's Bowler M390 and 58 after the things that I've heard from some people in the comment section and read. And the people that said that definitely knew what they was talking about, because I can read what they say and tell if they are full of it or if they know what they're talking about. And these people knew what they were talking about. So that worries me a little bit that this might be a little soft. But to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to be going out there and doing anything that's going to beat this up to where it's going to matter whether it's, you know, it's not going to affect me as much as it would somebody else that really puts their knives through the paces. They're going to be felt by that 58 to 60, that softness, far more than I will. I probably will never put this knife through the process to where it would actually be tested, and I would feel the effects of it being that soft, just being honest. But if I'm doing these reviews for you guys so that you guys can get the overall picture and you guys go out and get this knife, then I want you guys to understand that, because that might be something that you are concerned with, because you might be somebody that just because this thing is $230 and it looks this way, you're still going to put it just like any other knife and use it and beat it up, because that's what knives are for, is to be used. So just want you guys to know that. But other than that, it's a great knife. It's beautiful. I like it. If you do know how to fix that action, please tell me, because this is just, it's unacceptable. The action, opening it, I've got to struggle to get that to pop open like that. I mean, I've really got to sling my wrist and pop my finger down on that to get that to do that. Other than that, if I just do it like that, look at that. So, yeah. So tell me if you know in the comment section. But guys, that's my 4 knives. Just a real quick rundown. Cormorant, the gamer knife. This is awesome in S35VN. We had the Bob Terzola TPF fixed blade. Awesome, beautiful knife. Remember, the Storm Ridge from Civivi is a great alternative to this if you guys want one. And of course, we cannot forget the Manix 2 XL and S30V. By far the winner tonight. My favorite knife. I love this thing. I love this thing. Oh my gosh, I cannot get over this. I would like it better with the compression lock, but it don't matter. This thing is nice, and I'm going to have to find out how to make that action a little bit better as well. Both of the bigger knives have action issues. But guys, that's my video for the night. Leave me some good comments. I know I'm going to read some good comments. I know that there's going to be some people with some really good knowledge and information about some different things we talked about. I can't wait to read it because I'm learning from you guys every single comment, every single video. You guys are helping me so much. So I appreciate it, guys. I got more knives coming. I've got more knives coming. Somebody asked for a Spyderco Tenacious. That's coming either tomorrow or the next day, so I'll be doing a Tenacious and a few other knives with that video. Please let me know in the comment section. I'm running out of ideas. What knives do you guys want me to get? I'm wanting to get knives. Tell me what knives to get so I can review. If you guys have a knife that you are wanting to see and you're thinking about getting a knife, you're looking at it, but you haven't made up your mind yet and you actually want an honest opinion and an honest review, tell me in the comment section. I'll get some knives that you guys want and we'll go over them together and we'll see what we find out together. I appreciate you guys. Have a great one. Till next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Christy, I'm Professional Dad. Keep your eyes full, your knives sharp, and have a good one, guys.